Broadcasting to the world from www.israelitenation.com.
Who do we have?
We got online Israelite music artists. Go by the name of Cole Boyz. Cole Boyz, you on?
Yeah, we on, baby. We on.
There it is.
Hey.
Introducing to the world the
Big
Cole
up,
Boyz.
boys. Big up.
Who we got online?
This is Bob Bang speaking.
We got Bach Bang. Who else we got? Who else is in the house?
We got Shamara Yahoo Bang, man.
Excellent.
And we got Danny Bang checking in. Yeah.
There we go.
Hey.
Yeah.
There we go. Welcome to the Israelite Music Mix Show. We got Poetic D, we got Precepts, and your host Priest Kirk, and we're going to throw down just like this. If you haven't seen any of the music videos, or videos as I say, and the music video from the Cole Boyz, somebody posted up. It should be on the wall on the IMMS Facebook wall. I think Poetic D posted it up as well. Type in Cole Boyz, take a listen. As soon as we're done with the interview, get yourself in the know about what's going on. So, where we talking? Where you guys from?
Where we at?
Yeah.
Yeah, we from Huntsville, Alabama.
Alabama.
Huntsville, Alabama. That's deep down south.
Yes,
How long you guys been doing music?
Man, forever, really, man, forever. But like collectively, man, I say righteously the last, 6-7 years where we, joined up, did our own thing, with the group Cole Boyz,
So, previous to becoming the Cole Boyz, you guys put down music separately as a group.
Yeah, where I was with a group, I was with a group that was going, I was with a label, I say, here in Huntsville that, really wasn't going anywhere, and my two cousins, said they wanted to rap too. And, they perfected their craft as rapping and stuff, at the same time, laying some stuff down. But, it wasn't until, that relationship with the label on my end, was strained and, we decided to part ways and, I just felt like, I'd rather do it with my family, you know what I'm saying? Because can't nobody really, depend on each other but family. So, I was like, I just want a family thing that I know everybody be on the same spirit, same accord, and it was even before, became, conscious.
Gotcha. So the three of you, we had spoken previously, and just for everybody to know, the Cole Boyz are cousins, and the Cole name runs deep in the family, way, way, way deep. Let them know how deep. We were talking about. We went into a bit of Alabama. And the temperature, the atmosphere, the attitude, and what it's like. Let all the listeners know what's Alabama like.
Hey, Alabama, as far as we down deep in the South, man. In the middle, right in the South, the hearts of Dixie. It's Alabama is pretty, much a slow state, but it's still what they call up under that Bible Belt. You know what I'm saying? We got Gentiles that still had a spirit of, back in the day of when they was slave owners, you know what I mean? So, down here in Alabama, it's sort of, laid back, calm. One thing I do, can say that, folks here in Alabama, we appreciate the little stuff that we got and we make the best of, what we do have. So I think, down here in Alabama, you got folks that, don't have a lot, but, what they do got, they cherish it and make the best of it, down here.
Gotcha. Now, when you say slavery, right, is not over, what do you mean? What do you mean? Give us a little depiction of that.
I mean, it's still not over. Besides, in Huntsville, let's just look at Huntsville. As far as the economic picture, Huntsville is considered, one of the top, in the nation as far as retiring, jobs and everything like that. But if you're not working on the Arsenal, Redstone Arsenal is the arsenal that we have here in Huntsville, Alabama, that is, tied to the military. Then we got NASA, that's tied here in Huntsville. If you're not working with the Arsenal or anything like that, man, it's still a struggle out here, for the average Joe, like, like me and the boys, you know what I mean? it's hard out here. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Now,
yeah, man. It's like, you know, just far as like, you know, the Lee High School incident we was talking about with you yesterday. You know, if they, you know, folks ain't familiar with it, you know, we had you know, it was a bus crash. You know, it was a car that ran this, you know, a school bus off the interstate. You know, fell 40 feet down below. You know what I'm saying, and killed, you know, some girls from that was on that bus. You know, and they funerals, man. I mean, like.
Now check this out. Now, we spoke last night, and I want everybody to listen to this because this is interesting. If you remember, a little time ago, there was a school bus. I believe it was a school bus crashing. And I remember seeing it on, I don't know if it was CNN or whatever, but it was on the news. And there was a school bus crashing. Some people died, right, et cetera. Right. So CNN or whatever, the news networks put that on. Mm-hmm. You clearly knew that the bus crashed and there was death in Alabama. You knew that. Right. Now listen to the rest of the story. Go ahead.
Okay, you know, in a funeral, when they had the funeral and stuff, like the KKK was outside of the church protesting.
So at the funeral,
the KKK,
and who was being buried? Were they black? Was it children of Jacob? Who was it?
That was our people. It was two funerals at the same time. Okay. I can't recall the names. Of the females that the funeral was, but you know, it was two funerals at the same time that they had, and they was protesting, you know, outside of the church for those, you know, for them two funerals right there.
So they were protesting, and what did they say? Give us some things they said. Check this out.
Well, they basically was saying that these young children deserve to die, and that was the reason why the bus crash happened, because it was Lee High School is a pretty good school, but it's in a urban neighborhood as far as, you know, our people or whatever. So they said, you know, that main protest was like, these kids deserve to die, and they got exactly what they deserve.
So after hearing that, what was like the uproar?
But yeah, man, the mindset, you know what I'm saying? It's people that in power still in Alabama, man, hasn't changed. You know, we still have same laws that still apply, you know, that was on the books back in the early 1900s, like 1905 Alabama Constitution. Still consider so-called African Americans 3/5 of a human being, and things of the sort like that. So, yeah, we still have a lot of things that really haven't changed in Alabama.
So now, that 3/5, isn't that written into the American Constitution?
Correct.
And it still remains?
It on the Alabama laws still to this day.
Interesting. You know, it's and this blows this away here. If you could see Poetic D and Precept's face, I knew I was going to get this expression because, you know, up here where we live, we do experience racism. It's a little bit different than in the U.S. The U.S. is quite blunt. Mm-hmm. It's pretty straightforward, you know, in terms of racism. Here, it exists, but it's underground. It's not up front in your face. Right? Mm-hmm. It comes and gets you when you dig a little deep and try to get into, you know, different scenarios. It's there waiting for you. So it's a little bit different. So to hear that KKK was at the funeral and saying that they deserve to die is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you got to understand here, Huntsville, Alabama, we only probably about 45 minutes of the headquarters of the Ku Klux Klan, which is in Pulaski, Tennessee. So, you know, it's right down the street from us, bro.
So everybody listening, you know, to this interview live and when it's recorded and when it's up, you could see exactly what inspires the Cole Boyz when they put paper to pen. And if you've listened to their music, you definitely can feel the inspiration. You could see the fire behind them, the hearts of Dixie. You can feel the fire. You could see exactly what they're talking about. When you open your front door curtain or window curtain, and you see headquarters of the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, you definitely got something to write about. Now, you guys are Israelite artists now. previously you were, I guess, just hip hop artists.
Correct.
How did you guys come into the truth? Where'd you hear this? What inspired you?
Basically, in the beginning of us first coming to the knowledge, I had an uncle, you know what I'm saying, that was a spiritual leader of ours that basically made a complete change, man. And he quit going to church and started wearing culture and growing locks and things of the sort. So, he just took us to the side one day and basically explained to us what he was on and broke down the prophecy in Deuteronomy 28. And from there, you know what I'm saying, our spiritual growth took place. And it was kind of, just the hands of the Most High that we all was going through this at the same time. Before we was making worthy music, then after that, the spiritual transformation happened, and he molded us, lyrically and spiritually, to start doing music for the Most High. And, just basically looking out our front window, man, just to speak on it, the plantation our family grew up on is 15 miles up the road. So, it's real relevant around here because, we only migrated 15 miles down the road from where we was shackled physically, More now it's mentally, but back then it was physically. So, the things still go on around because, you still see these things around here.
That's amazing. So, 15 minutes away from where we were shackled and chained.
Correct.
We don't live there. This is why we don't live there. You know what I mean? I don't live there. But if you live 15 minutes away from where we were shackled and chained, that definitely should inspire you. Are there a lot of Israelites in Alabama? Is the movement there? I mean, the movement is all over the world. It's impressive. What's it look like in Alabama?
Well, when we first came to the knowledge, we go too many camps in Alabama, but over the years since we opened up a tabernacle down here in Huntsville, Alabama, we started getting in contact with other Israelite camps all over Alabama. Gaston, which is a small town, to your bigger towns like Birmingham, Montgomery, and Mobile, and many towns in between. But the consciousness of our people is definitely boiling around here in Alabama and the South as a whole. But just speaking in Alabama, man, the movement is definitely spread.
Gotcha. Now, in terms of music, what do you guys got happening? What are we going to see from the Cole Boyz?
Okay. We dropped the debut album, The Hearts of Dixie, in the beginning of this year. And we've been getting a great response. We finally dropped the visual for Marching to Zion. And we got a couple of more videos we're going to drop for that project. And The Hearts of Dixie, I know for sure there's some more visuals that we're going to shoot for this project.
Right.
But in the meantime, we've been working on some mixtapes that we're planning on putting out before we drop the second mainstream album, which is coming around the beginning of the new year, somewhere around March or April. And, we've been working on a whole bunch of new material, man. The Hearts of Dixie album was a twofold album, basically speaking of the worldly side that we was partaking in before we came into the consciousness, which happened halfway through the making of this CD. And, we're taking it all to the Most High, and He's been guiding and leading our music from thus far, man. And it's been real exciting to see the feedback and, the area that the Most High is taking us right now.
Mixtapes. And that's why I'm smiling, because I don't think Precepts knows and Poetic D knows, but there's a mixtape coming towards the Israelite Music Mix Show. Exclusive. It's in the works.
Correct.
Exclusive.
Very nice.
Exclusive from the Cole Boyz.
No. I'm excited now.
Yeah, man, we're working on it right now, man. We appreciate the love you guys been giving us, man, by putting us on the front stage and seeing and meeting Israelites all over the world, man. So we definitely want to do an exclusive mixtape with just you guys. You know what I'm saying? All new material. And we would like for you guys to put it on the front stage for us, man. We're going to see what we can do with it.
Okay.
Everybody's smiling right now.
Blessed. That's blessed.
I remember I'm in a moment right now. The first time I played, it was last year, played Hearts of Dixie. And this is just me and Precepts in the old studio.
Yes.
And I played Hearts of Dixie. And he took his headset off and he's just looking at me. He said, who is that?
That's what happened. That's what happened.
That's exactly what happened. So don't worry about it. That's Cole Boyz. that was our first premiere of Cole Boyz. This is last year sometime, 2010. Got to be October, I think. October, somewhere around there. Hearts of Dixie. That definitely. And we ran that a few times. I mean, that was definitely hot. Where can everybody get your music right now?
They can go to a website called Dig Station. I'm going to spell it. It's DIGSTATION, digstation.com. And just search under search for Cole Boyz. Now I can post a link into the Israelite Power Talk room.
Okay.
Just so folks can get that link if they want to go and get the album from there. And we have available, online for them. So they can go to that site and, get the album.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for dropping by.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, man. Like I said, man, we appreciate all the love that, you all are showing to us, man. I mean, it's like, everybody, reaching out, for one another, man. And that's what the nation needs, to, link up with like-minded individuals with the same spirit, that's trying to put, the artists, fellow Israelites, into light to get, more exposure and vice versa. So we appreciate that from the bottom of our heart, man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely our honor. And, we're going to keep pushing this and do what we got to do until we have to stop. Right?
No, we won't stop. Can't stop.
I want to say this, too. We also on CD Baby, too. If folks are familiar with CD Baby, we're officially with them. So I could post it also. So, the listeners and, the fans could, possibly check it out if they need to.
Excellent. And we're going to post up information so that you can get at Cole Boyz. And you could also I believe you could download the album on the Israelite Nation Broadcasting Network. When you go to the downloads, I believe that the album's up there as well.
Right.
And it takes you to the link to download. So there it is. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the music. And keep doing what you're doing. We're going to stay in contact. We're looking forward to the mixtape. Most definitely we're looking forward to the mixtape.
Yes, we are.
And all the music from the Cole Boyz.
Hey, we appreciate it, man.
All right. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Peace, man. Y'all be good, man.
Bye.